Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो भारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%, करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Actions are gross expressions of life. Speech is subtle expression of life. And thinking or contemplation is the subtlest expression of life. Three. All are the expressions of life. So when somebody is obsessed with activity, he is at a grossest level of experience of life. When somebody is obsessed with talking, he is little nearer to himself, but also getting too much obsessed with talking, like me. And those who are contemplative, they are closer than the closest to their own being. So depending upon the type of person, the guidance is given. You cannot tell everybody, do meditation. He will sit for meditation and start moving his legs. Why? Activity oriented. And therefore, our scriptures tell so many paths depending upon the type of students they are addressed. It is not for everybody the same thing. Like for everybody, same thing. Bread, butter, then jam for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. There is something more in life. No. Or go anywhere, McDonald's. No novelty, mechanical lifestyle. Because they have not thought over the possibilities of expressions of life. So, those who are gross level, for them karma, those who are little evolved, for them speech, and those who are the subtlest, for them contemplation or thinking or inquiry. This is what Brahmaji thought when he created his world. Then he started thinking, these fellows, how to help them. Iti sanchintya sruštva mam manasa poktavanasau gaccha bharata varshatvam lokanugraha hetuna. having thus created me, Vasistha ji is telling to Bhagwan Ram and everyone around, that having created me, Brahmaji told me, now you go to Bharatavarsha. Bharatavarsha is the original name of our country. India is imposed on us by the Britishers. Do you know the meaning of India? India means uncultured, wild people are called as Indians. And these Britishers, cultured. Not even agriculture they do. So, original name is Bharatavarsha. Gaccha Bharatavarshatvam. Vasistha, go to Bharatavarsha. For what? For converting the people. One person asked me this question, that why you people also don't start converting? I said, think, we have got solution to everything only by proper thinking. See, if something is new, then you can think about, like, some brand, toothpaste, new toothpaste has come. Then what will be the approach of that company who is producing new toothpaste? To wean away the people from other pastes and impose their toothpaste. Our toothpaste is better than theirs. See? But if that which is not created, which is eternal, how can you create? Our Manusmriti tells, Janmana jayate shudraha, samskarat dvija uchyate, vedabhyasi bhaved vipraha, brahma janati brahmana. By birth, everybody is wild, illiterate, uncultured. Shudra, don't take the political definition. Shudra means uncultured. Shudra means the one who is constantly crying for everything. See the children, newly born, if they are hungry, if the mosquito cries, then only one language, cry, cry, cry. Therefore, all those government servants who only cry, we want more and more salary and no work. They are all Shudras. So, Janmana Jayate Shudraha. By birth, we are all uncultured illiterates. Then, Samskara Dvija Uchyate. Then, Samskar are given. Now, what are the Samskar? How to conduct yourself in the society, how to deal with the elders, how to deal with the contemporaries, how to deal with the youngsters, how to take food. Should we use both the hands? Or we should use only one hand? See? How we should not use our soiled hand to take something from the common things and put our thing into that. These are common things. See? But we are modern. See? Leftover should not be eaten. So we leave the half sandwich, keep it in the fridge, I will take it tomorrow. In Mumbai, in my flat, there is a fridge, but it is never switched on. It is used only for storage. So questions, why don't you switch it on? I said, what problem you have got? No, then you can keep the things. I said, only for that reason I don't switch it on. See? And one Amma told me, Swamiji, you should get a double door fridge, so that once it go into the deep freezer for eternity. Dirty friends. Samskarat dvija uchyate. What is the meaning of culture? Culture is we are a presentable personality, an asset to the society, and not a problem to oneself. Then such a person who is disciplined, etc., then Vedabhyasi Bhavid Vipraha. Then we have to study scriptures, means Veda, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, etc. Now if you see these, Bhagavad Gita, etc., Upanishad, they are not addressed to a person in a particular society at a particular period of time, but it is addressed to humanity for all the time. See, it is not limited to the geographical area. See, if you take other religions, they were addressed to a geographically limited, illiterate people. And therefore, they need to propagate and convert others. I was somewhere in Northeast, and the Christian missionaries, they were talking to the villagers. See, your God, Shivalinga, see, put it in the water, it goes down. How can it protect you? See, our God, the wooden cross, see, it floats. Therefore, our God is superior than yours. Now, illiterate village people, what they understand? See, condemning others, therefore we are good. See, what a logic it is. Therefore, Vedabhyasi Bhavid Vipraha means that knowledge which is not limited to a particular person. It is universal. Like the traffic rules are universal for that country. It is not. Traffic rules for the scheduled caste are different. Traffic rules for the elite class are different. No, they are common. In the same manner, life is common for everyone. So how do we learn about life? That is Dvija. First is Dvija, that means by culture we are reborn again. Such a reborn person is now exposed to the scriptures. Vedabhyase Bhavid Vipraha. As a result of which, Brahma Janati Brahmana, then he comes to discover there is but one reality pulsating in and through the totality. And therefore, there is no need to convert anybody to anything. Love everybody. Therefore, you will see, it is only in our ashrams or temples. All gods of all the religions are respected. There will be Bhagwan Ram, Krishna, then Guru Nanak Maharaj, then Kabir Ji, then Jesus. Everybody is there. You go to the churches and the mosques, they cannot. Afraid. See? Therefore, when we understand this, that by birth we are either action oriented or speech oriented or thought oriented. Therefore, it was said, Tatra kriya kanda paratvaya putra mahadhiyaha upadeshya kriya kanda kramena kramashalina. Kramashalina, those who are engaged in karma, kindly go and teach them what is the meaning of karma. How to do the karma. See? So they are taken care of. Kriya Kanda Kramena. Then all people are not like that. Then second is Viraktastu Mahapradnyaha Jnanena Anandadayina Iti Tena Niyuktoham Tishtami Bhuvanastale. And then Brahmaji told me, my dear son, all people are not like that, but there are some. Who are those? Viraktaha. Viraktaha means those who are fully or to a great extent withdrawn from the worldly involvement. It is so important. If we are really withdrawn from the world, then we will have no comments about anything in this world. Like when we are awake from the dream, we have no comments on the contents of the dream. In the same manner, viraktaha, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. This state of thought, when it is reached to such people, who are they? Mahaprajnaha. They are extremely subtle in their contemplation. For them, anandadayina jnanena. Okay? So to those happy, dispassionate, intelligent seeker, for them now you instruct them through knowledge, jnanena, or by knowledge, iti. Thus having said, tena niyuktoham, therefore I am appointed for giving both karma for those people who are at the basic level of life, and Mahaprajna Viraktaha, those who have gone through and come at the higher stages of life. For them, knowledge has to be instructed. Niyuktoham, for this purpose, I am instructed. Tishtami bhuvanasthale. It is for this purpose I am on this earth. So first of all, Vasistha ji has given his qualification. I am the son of Brahmaji, the creator, and he instructed me that there are two types of people, those who are body oriented and those who are contemplation oriented. Those who are body oriented karmakandi, tell them how to do the karma. Do the karma in such a manner that our mind becomes pure. This principle we have to understand. Karmani chitta shuddhyartham. Karma is not done to achieve success or avoid failures. Karma is done for the purification of the mind. Mind must not be left with any impressions after the karma is done. See? There are two impressions that happen. When the karma is successful, haha, then karma failure, hoo. No. Do the karma in such a manner that the mind remains pure. See? That I have taught, and to those people, now those who are dispassionate, like Rama was dispassionate, then to him I shall now tell the knowledge aspect. Here the teacher says, Mokshadvare dvarapalaha chatvaraha parikirtitaha shamaha vicharaha santoshaha sadhu sangamaha iti chaturthaha. On the gateway of liberation, moksha, there are four gatekeepers. Dwarapala. Who are those? Shamaha, Vicharaha, Santoshaha, and Sadhu Sangamaha. What is Shama? If you go to South India, they will say Shama. Karnataka. Karnataka people, they have to add A at the end of every word. Original word is Karnatak. They say Karnataka. Original word is Sanskrit. This is Sanskrita. Ah, they have to add. So, Shamaha means what? See, Bhagavan Shankaracharya defines Shama very beautifully. Virajya Vishaya Vratat Dosha Drushtya Mumurmuhu Swalakshe Niyata Avastha Manasaha Shama Uchyate. We all have a great capital for investment on the spiritual path. Really? What is our capital? Now, whatever capital we have, that only we can invest. Suppose I have got 10 rupees. I can't invest 100 rupees. Only 10 rupees. So, what is our capital? dosha drishti, we can find out mistakes even in God. See? So, oh, you have got a great capital. Now find out shortcomings, dosha in everything in this world. Taking food. What is the dosha? If we eat beyond limits, it is difficult to hold the stomach. The stomach starts flowing out. Therefore, I should eat limited. Ah. If I talk too much, people avoid me. Therefore, I should not talk too much. See? Dosha drishti. Find out what are the shortcomings in the worldly objects. If you like something and you want it again and again, we become the slave of that particular object. Okay. Therefore, don't get too much involved with any object. Dosha drishti. If I take a lot of sugar, then my blood pressure or the sugar increases. Therefore, I should not take much of sugar. So, this dosha drishti helps us withdraw from the world with minimum efforts. Now, virajya vishaya vratat, dosha drishtya mumurmuhu. Now, what is to be understood? Dependence on anything or dependence on any being is slavery. It is the cause of misery. Mahabharatkar, Vyasa Bhagavan writes in Mahabharata. He says, Sarvam paravasham dukkham, sarvam atmavasham sukham, etad vidyat samasena, lakshanam sukha dukkhayoho. What are the symptoms of joy and sorrows? Sarvam paravasham dukkham. Dependence on the things and beings is misery. Sarvam atmavasham sukham. Independence on things and beings and self-sufficient in everything is happiness. How beautiful it is. If you are dependent on anything, you are bound to be miserable in life. Therefore, shamaha is virajya vishaya vrata dosha drishtya mumurmuhu. So how do we achieve this thing? For that, a simple technique. One day, one lady got so angry after my talk. Swamiji, you should not say like that. What? You say, such a simple technique, but it is most difficult. I am telling you a simple technique. Not difficult. Discover what is that which makes you disturbed, and then you will come to know whatever you have given importance to, that becomes the cause of your disturbance. An object does nothing. Our undue importance to anything, any place, any activity, that becomes the cause of miseries. Therefore, virajya vishaya vratat, don't give too much importance to the worldly things. Then what will happen? Mind will be free. The mind is not reacting outside. Whatever is okay, don't worry about it. Now focus attention on it. Like you must have seen the kids, they don't want to study. So they find out some other excuse, no? The mother wanted to do something and he said, come on, it's literally, okay. Again he will look here and there. Because he is not interested. Therefore, swalakshe niyatavastha manasaha. When our mind is no more reacting in the world, how to do that? Simple technique. Don't be obsessed with anything in life. Learn whatever we have given importance is the source of our disturbance. And when we are thus wanting to practice this, then give yourself minimum choice in life. Minimum choice. Do not become someone extraordinary, someone special. The day you become special, extraordinary, you have destroyed your spiritual life. Remain common. Samanya Satta, common presence, not extraordinary, but ordinary. Because everything that we add as extra on us, it is a burden. And then to carry that burden, we have to do a lot of acrobatics. See? Like, the other day one old lady, she brought some pakoda made out of onion and all that. And in somebody's house I was staying. So when I was taking food, that old lady, she says, Swamiji, I have brought this thing for you. I said, keep here, I'll eat it. And my hostile came. You know hostile? Hostile. Children are hostilities. And I become hostage. So I was a hostage in some house. And that hostile was serving me. And this old lady brought such simple, cute old lady. Swamiji, I can't drink more, but I have brought this thing and I prepared it for you, not from anybody, but my own hand. She was telling me in such a loving way. I said, Mama, I'll eat, keep it. Now this hostile was really hostile. What is that? So that old lady said, no, I have brought for Swamiji. What is that? Oh, these are pakodas. Is there onion? Yes, onion. Now she was wanting to throw it away. Take it away. Don't you know Mahatmas don't eat the onion? Now she was so angry and shouting at. So I looked at that old lady. I winked at her. I said, keep quiet. No reaction. Then I found what is not on the table. Mama, you are not giving me green chilies. I like green chilies. Oh, Swami. She went inside. I took pakoda. And then she said, Swamiji, how come you are eating pakoda? I said, what is wrong in that? It's not poisonous. No, Mahatmas don't eat pakodas made out of onion. I said, you are right, Mama. Perfectly right. Mahatmas don't eat. I am a Chota Atma. I am not a Mahatma. See, you will see these Mahatmas create so problem for everybody. See, I want this, I want it. घर में जाओ फिर. If you are in a society, we must not become a burden to anybody. How important it is. Otherwise, there will be so many people around. Then inner circle, then second circle, like the ring road, inner ring road, outer ring road. Hare Ram, Ram, Ram. Mahatmas are those who are living under the shelter which has no walls. Then only we are walking spiritual path. Otherwise, you talk to the one, excuse me, my secretary will talk to you. Therefore, Maharaj, Shamaha is, know this, that our mind is not obsessed with all nonsense. And then such a mind is available for higher contemplation. It is so important. It is so important. Because what is moksha? Mohakshaya. Destruction of delusion. Where is the delusion? Is delusion like a laddu or an ice cream? Delusion is wrong notions. And wrong notions are not in the head or in the knee. Wrong notions are in the mind. And because of those wrong notions, our mind is making a fool of us. And therefore, these wrong notions are to be destroyed, and for that, Shamaha. Let us not have this wrong notion, without this I cannot survive, without that I cannot live. Nothing is required other than the divine will. You will continue. See? Then Shamaha. This is the first gatekeeper on the gate of the liberation. Second is Vicharaha. There are two types of thoughts. One is called as Vichara, second is called as Vikara. Vikara is default settings. See? Desire, anger, greed, lust, frustration, default settings. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. They are vikar. They are abnormalities of the mind. What is vichara? Vichara is getting freedom from the impact of the vikara is the vichara. So think in such a manner that our desire, anger, greed, etc. do not overpower us. That is vichara. And you know the funny part? Vikara is also a thought, vichara is also a thought. Abusing somebody, you are a fool of the highest order, is speech. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram is also a speech. Vikara is our enemy. Vichara is our friend. Vikara is reaction. And vichara is interaction. So that we learn. By vikara, we become obsessed. By vichara, we become open. Therefore, vicharaha kartavyaha. So what is vichara? Vichara is, I am getting angry, is a vikara. Why I am getting angry? Because although I am telling so much, but people don't change, I get so frustrated. Then it is vikara. Then what is vichara? Vichara will be, you are talking, yes. Who is the first audience? Yourself? Yes. Are you changing by your own words? No, but I was talking to others. Vikar. See, friends, remember this basic principle of life. Mana sajjana bhakti panthe chizave. Tani Sri Hari pavije to swabhave. Jani nindate sarva sodu nidave. Jani vandate sarva bhave karave. We are addressing every single moment our mind, not others. But we elderly people are constantly trying to tell the youngster that you are dumb. If the child is standing and if we are their oldies, why are you standing? Sit down. So the child sits down. Why are you sitting? Stand up. Because they have to prove that they are superior. So some fault has to be found out. Therefore, vichara, we should not be victim of the vikara, all wrong notions while interacting with the world. Then the third gatekeeper to the kingdom of liberation is santoshaha. Santosha is contentment. We are absolutely happy with whatever is. no improvement. Whatever is perfect. When many people ask me this, now my phone has also learned it. When I punch P, perfect comes. So only go. What is there to discuss? Remain cool. Santosha, our Patanjali Maharshi says, Santoshat anuttam sukhalabha. Contentment is equal to unparalleled bliss. Anuttam sukhalabha. Therefore, te vile anante taise chi rahave chitti yasudhyave samadhana jo thari rai so mari rai. If our desire matches with the will of God, you will never be a failure in life. Failure is our desires do not match with the will of God. Our desire is in a cul-de-sac. Cul-de-sac, the blind end. And Bhagwan's desire is in the openness. This I learned from one great Mahatma. How we are unable to practice santosh. One of my friend, after about 5-6 months, I happened to meet him, went to his house. So his wife told me, Swamiji, he is lying on the bed and kindly don't talk to him too much and don't hold his hand, etc. All right. He was in a mosquito net covered and all that, and lying dilapidated, dried only completely. So she told me that he has got cancer and doctor told nothing more can be done. So if somebody lifts his hand, the bones break, cut like that. So don't do that. It's all right. So simply from a distance, I chanted Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam. And then in that mode, I went for satsanga. And at Mahatma Ji, where I went, he never asked me, and I have never asked any question to anybody in my life. You find out. No questions. So that day he asked me. He said, yes, what you want to ask? So he must have seen there is something going in my mind. Then I said, this is what happened. I saw him, he was on the deathbed. So I chanted this Mrityunjaya mantra so that he can survive. So my question is, what I have done is right or wrong? See how great masters teach us. He said, that topic is over, don't think over it. He said, learn from that. So what we have to learn? He said, what is good for whom? Whether we know or he knows. When we go to the hospital, what should be the treatment given to us? We know or the doctor knows? But we go with our degree, University of WhatsApp. And with that WhatsApp degree, we go and start treating the patients. See how important it is. So he told me, whatever has happened, don't brood over it. Now learn. Do we know better than the God? And for us, he is dead. But for him, a child gets up in the mid of the night, 1 o'clock, and wakes up his mother. Mummy, mummy, get up, get up, get up. I have to go to bathroom. Go yourself. No, no, I am afraid. So the mother gets up, takes him to the bathroom. He finishes shushu, comes back. He was afraid. Mother is not afraid. What is the reason? For us, a man dies means goes away. For the child, going from one room to other room is going from here to there. But for the mother, whether this room or that room, it is the same house. For the God, whether we are in this body or that body, we never die. Our vision is microscopic. See, my friends, when we have this knowledge, what will happen? If something bad happens, we will not become miserable. See? We will go through the miseries, difficulties, problems. We will go, no doubt. We are not dead, we are not stones. But we will not make that as our personality. All the time frustrated. No. Therefore, santosha is what? Santosha is contentment. Whatever happens in our life is exclusively for our good. Nothing ever has happened in our life which was designed to destroy us. No. Unless you go to the super specialty hospitals. Here the poor patients are operated and their kidneys are taken out. They don't know also. Kidney kahan gayi? Friends, Shamo, Vichara, Santoshaha. These are the three gatekeepers. The fourth one, most important, Sadhu Sangamaha, association with the saints and sages. Meaning what? Attending satsanga. You may compromise anything in your life. No compromise as regards satsanga is concerned. No day passes without our listening at least once or twice satsanga. It is extremely important, my friends, because what satsanga does, our wrong notions are corrected. Nothing is created new. Only wrong things are set right. See? If you see Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna told Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. After having heard, the situation of war, did it change? War happened. Then who changed? Arjuna's wrong notions, they were changed. He took himself to be some relation to somebody. But then what was told by Bhagavan Krishna, you decide wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Now you are on the battlefield. Can you be grandson? Can you be the disciple? Or you are the warrior? You decide. And therefore, Bhagavan did not make decision for Arjuna. Wise people never make decision for others. Otherwise, people decide even what God should do. Friends. Therefore, Bhagavan says, see, I told you whatever is to be told. Now, vimrishya etat asheshena. Now you reflect on this. And yatechasi tata kuru. Whatever you are doing is your decision. Therefore, sadhu sangamaha, satsanga is the way which will help us look through beyond the obvious. Because our faculties become sharpened. We don't react or live in this world in a dull-witted manner. Okay? Now such a difficult thing. Arjuna on the battlefield, crying, frustrated, justifying, we should not fight the war. That time, Bhagwan Krishna has to keep cool, tell him in such a manner that he should not feel that he is imposed. How difficult it is. And ultimately, make him understand what is right and yet not claiming, because of me, Arjuna, you are winding. No, 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 no. How important it is. And ultimately, yatechasi tatha kuru, take your own decisions. This is what satsanga does in our life. See, friends, we come across so many people WhatsApp messages. This is Swamiji, you have saved me from my own calamities of life. I have done nothing, and no Mahatma does anything. They are most useless. They don't do anything. Things happen because the focal length is changed. Satsanga helps us look at the world with the eye of wisdom. And this is what, these are the four gatekeepers on the gate of liberation. Ete sevya prayatnena chatvaro dvau trayo thava ekam va sarvayatnena sarvam utsrujya samsrayet. Ete sevya prayatnena chatvaraha. These four should be practiced sincerely in our life. Prayatnena, put efforts. See? So, Shama, Vichara, Santosha and Sadhu Sangama, four of them. Again and again, Prayatnena, we have to put efforts. But four are very difficult. Okay. Do trayo athva, if not four, at least three. Three also. Okay, two. How compassionate. At least two you try. But it is also very difficult. Ekam, ek, at least one. Okay. We oblige the teacher. See? Ekam va sarvayatnena. But this one, you be committed in your life. Somewhere, after satsang was over, then they asked me, Swamiji, what Guru Dakshina you expect from us? I said, you should give, then I can tell. Yes. I said, put your hand on your heart and say, whatever I say. If you say that is my Guru Dakshina. Yes. What is that? I said, you have put hand? Yes. I said, now say, I shall not be miserable, may what happens in life. Swamiji, I said, I didn't say Swamiji. Don't justify you are miserable. I am not telling you to be happy. Because we are happy by nature. Miserable we become. See? Not difficult. So, ekam va, at least one. This is the definition of yoga given by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. When he says, tam vidya dukkha sayoga viyogam yoga sanjitam. When the miseries come in our life, then they will come. But refuse to be miserable. And how to do that? Don't give up. Refuse to be miserable. That is all. That is the highest message Bhagavad Gita gives us. Otherwise, all the time, everything is okay, लेकिन नमक थोड़ा कम था, एक लगाओ कस के, नमक थोड़ा कम था. शमो एकम वा यत्नेन सर्वमुत्सृज्य संश्रयेत. Now hold on to one of these four. Shama, Vichara, Santosha or Sadhu Sangam. Give up everything. Hold on to this sincerely with commitment. Now, ekasmin vashage yanti chatvaropi vasham yataha. It is something like, this tripod. The three legs are connected with each other. If I pull one leg, other two will automatically come. Like a chair, I got four legs. If you pull one leg, other three also come. In the same manner, these four of them, they are all connected with each other. See? Shamaha, your mind is not reacting. Therefore, it can do vichara. And therefore, it will be content. And therefore, the source is sadhu sangamaha. They are all connected with each other. They are not separate from each other. So, Sarvamam Sridham said, Ekasmin vashage yanti chatvaropi vasham yataha. Because even if you hold on to one, all other things will come. Esham ekatama saktya mokshadvare pravishyate. Therefore, if we are holding on at least to one with firmness, other three will also join. And then we will be taken with great honor and respect to the kingdom of liberation. And what is liberation? Not becoming miserable. रोने भी नहीं देते, रोते रहो. Once one of my old friends, that time I was young, many years before, must be 20, 30, 40 years before. Old couple in Delhi from Himachal Pradesh. I used to go and take food with them, therefore they were good. One day it so happened that the lady died. Very old, both of them. He must be 85 or so, she was 80 or like that. And I was away, so I got a message. So I sent message, now I am here busy, I can't come right now, I'll come the moment I get free. I went after 15 days. Then we spoke about such topics which do not create sin or merit. Which are the topics which don't create sin or merit? What is the specific gravity of mirage waters? How much mirage waters can be harvested in one mirage experience? These create no sin, no merit. So, what are the illusions? Government, illusion. Weather, illusion. Neighbor, illusion. So talk about illusions. You don't get sin or merit. So that is what I did. And then and during that, not free, kachori, samosa, tea, enjoyed. And when I was going, I said, Papa, I have to go, okay? Thank you very much for nice tea, coffee, etc. He got up, he held me very tightly. He said, you are a Swami. I said, yes. He said, you are a real Swami. I said, what happened? He said, you did not make me cry. You came for consolation after the death of my wife. Anybody whosoever has come, they were talking about the death of my wife so much that unless I cry, they don't feel fulfilled. And when I cry, and then they feel, now our visit is successful. But you did not mention even once about her death. And you didn't make me cry. Why? I said, I'll tell you, but you will not like it. I said, when the wife dies, is it necessary that the husband is miserable? Maybe he is happy. He gave me one on the back. Don't take life too seriously. It's a great fun. Discover joy in every situation. All the time, frustrated, miserable, crying. And what we want, we want whatever I want, that should happen. It will never happen. Then, Jo thari rai, so mari rai. Oh Lord, thy will be done, thy will be done. Don't desire anything, you are happiest on the earth. See? Therefore, ekasmin vashage yanti chatvaropi vasham yataha. Because even if you hold on to one firmly, all the three are included in that. Together they become four. Eshan ekatama asaktya. Even if you hold on to one firmly, mokshadvare praveshate. You have entered the gateway of liberation. यानि दुःखानि या तृष्णा दुस्सहा ये दुराधयाः तत्सर्वं शान्तचेतस्सु तमोर्केष्विव नश्यति. Yani, all those, dukkhani, miseries, trishna, unsatiating desires. What are they? Dussaha, very difficult to sustain. And duradhaya, and they are very difficult to cool them down. Tat sarvam shanta chetassu nashyati. If you are at peace with yourself, all these problems, miseries, desires, expectations, anger, everything cools down. Therefore, we told you a number of times, see, do not justify you are miserable. Make the miseries miserable. You don't cooperate with miseries. Miseries will be experienced. But to become miserable or not is our choice. See, friends, how simple it is, not difficult. You know, I think now USA is still there and also in Australia, New Zealand. When you enter, they give you immigration form. And on that there are many questions and you have to reply them yes and no. So, are you a member of active terrorist organization? Who is going to write yes? Then, are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Are you carrying more than 10,000 US dollars? And good. In the same manner, when we are entering this world, we were given an immigration form. Anityam asukam lokam imam prapya. You are entering temporary but most miserable abode called the world. Do you want to be miserable? Options are given. Yes, no. Those who out of formality, yes. Throughout life, you will be miserable. Because you have chosen. Nobody is miserable by imposition. We are all miserable by choice. Now you tell me, when somebody is miserable by choice, should we make him happy? I want to be miserable. This is what Bhagavan does, he told me. Why you worry to make him happy? He has come with this only. See the tick mark? Yes. Dekho Maharaj. Therefore, dukkhani, trishna, duradaya, tat sarvam shanta chetassu, in the peaceful mind, tamaha arkeshu iva nashyati, like the darkness disappears with the rise of the sun, In the same way, all the miseries disappear when your mind is at peace with yourself. So, what is outside? Nothing. Mind your mind. You have done a great service to yourself. Disturbed mind is a mine of miseries. Peaceful mind is an abode of divine experience. Both of them are only in the mind, and therefore all our spiritual practice is mind your mind. If you cannot do that, then our market will continue. Continue to be miserable and keep visiting. And we'll make you more miserable to make you. You are miserable, this is wrong. And thereby you become more miserable. What is there for you to say? Be happy, get married? Continue. Nobody can help us. Atmaiva Atmano Bandhu, Atmaiva Ripuratmana. We are our enemy if we justify being miserable. We are our friends if we refuse to be miserable. Give it a chance. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Evavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.